get out in the car and like pull out of headquarters, like I could do whatever I wanted to do. You know, like there was officers that went out and did traffic enforcement. That wasn't my thing, but you know, the day it just takes on a life of its own when the radio crackles and the call comes in and this is what you're doing today. So I have plans every day. Like, so every day, I mean, I'll wake up like 5:30, 5:45, depends, you know, depends on the day. At 6 a.m. I get an email every morning, and that's the overnight briefing. So an email comes in from our dispatchers. It gives me the synopsis of the last 24 hours. So I basically, that's the first email that I'll read every day, you know, if I'm up around that time, or I'm always up before then. Just to see, like, did anything happen overnight that I need to be aware of, something that we need.
And has that ever altered your day based on what you read?
Oh my goodness, that's, yes. So like I'd say, like, one of the things I would do, if I read those overnight reports and maybe there's nothing in there that really needs a whole lot of attention, then it's looking at the calendar and see what kind of day is, you know, on the agenda. But often I will show up at work and, you know, you get hit with something, or, you know, something happened overnight, or something's going on right now, some system went down, whatever that issue might be. And I had an agenda, I had a plan, I wanted to work on this policy. I've got 3 or 4 meetings on the calendar, and the day just goes completely sideways because now there's something that's a much higher priority.
Yeah.
So having the ability to pivot and go into those other things, it's awesome and it's wonderful and what I love about the job. And it also is no shortage of frustration because those things that I was planning on doing don't go away.
Right,
you know,
right.
They just get pushed till tomorrow, which was already full. So especially when my kids were younger, I developed a bad habit of like kind of punching back into work after the whole house went to sleep. Mm-hmm. So depending on their age, it got difficult when they got older because they were staying up later. Like when they were young and they're going to bed at like 8:30, it's like, oh, this is nice. By 9 o'clock, I can, you know, open up my laptop and
now they walk the halls at midnight.
Right, now they're staying up later than I want to. But it developed into a bad habit of mine, like just starting to get work done midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I'd have coworkers chastising me, like, what are you doing sending me an email at 2:30 in the morning? You know, it comes with the territory, but...
is that the professional in you? Like you want to do excellent work. You want your department to do excellent work?
Yeah. It's a character flaw, and, you know, I guess I'm happy that I have it in some respects, but it's, you know, it's detrimental to physical health, mental health. But I had it when I was in Bethlehem Police, had it in law school. I went to law school while I was an active police officer. So I worked.
What was that like?
It was fun.
Was it demanding, the schedule demanding?
Yes. It was during that period of time where I was the sergeant in charge of that community police unit. And it was a rare job in the police department where they wanted me to work Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
That doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen, but it allowed me to go to law school. So I went to Temple Law, and that was 4 nights a week. So I lived about 20 miles north of Bethlehem. So that was, you know, up at 5:30, you know, get ready, get into work, because you had to be at work half an hour, 45 minutes before your shift started to get ready for the shift. So I worked 7 to 3, then it was shower, change around, get in the car, drive to Philly. Classes started at 6, ended at 10:30, and it was either 10:30 or 10:45, depending on the night of the week, 4 nights a week. Drive home, I'd get home just before midnight, and then I'd have to study because I'd know, like, there was no time in the day. So then I would do my law school reading until like 2:30. I tried to get to bed by 2:30 in the morning because I had to get up at 5:30 again the next day. So if I could get 3 hours of sleep Monday through Thursday, and then you'd go to work Friday, and I'd come home, and I needed to get like 8 hours from Friday night into Saturday morning, and then I'd study all day Saturdays.
And you're a dad and a husband at the same time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just, you look back on it and wonder how you did it all?
Yeah, but it was like, it was such a challenge. Like, it's like, you ever were in the middle of something so hard?
Oh yeah.
It was, I mean, I had a goal, I had a dream.
Did you always want to go to law school?
No.